Okay, so right now it's working. Hopefully somebody can check in soon and let me know if this is blurry or not. So I'm checking in now because I can't tell on my end. It looks clear because obviously there's no connection problems between me and this camera. Okay, Kim, you're on. How do I look? Let's see here. But great quality, good! Yay! Okay, that's what I want to hear. Okay, well that is good. It worried me when I first loaded up. It said video may be disconnected due to poor something, and I'm like, ugh, not again. So we'll see. Maybe our floor is super thick. So much better. Good. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, since I was trying to test the Wi-Fi quality in my house from my upstairs to my basement, and I went out and got a new router because the apparently new and improved Apple router is not as good as my old one from 12 years ago. So new one, and it seems to be working better. Okay, so today we are going to talk Shadowsenses. And so Shadowsenses, if you know me, in most of my videos I do them because I use them a lot. I probably use them more than lipsense because there are so many uses from one tube. We've got quite a variety of colors for Shadowsense. If you look on my group page, we have in my stock page, I have so much in stock and so much that you have the capability of using for fun stuff. I'm going to go over a few uses right now for you, just to list them off. I'm going to try to demo most of them, but it can be used for, this is just what I thought of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more uses, but things that I've done: eyeshadow, eyeliner, concealer, brows, blush, contouring, highlighting, bronzing, lip color. Also, I've seen it used with hair color. If you've got gray and you're going somewhere and just need it touched up real fast, it stays on all day. Also, I've seen people that go to want a temporary color for concerts, and you can throw it in your hair. And it'll create a nice black streak or purple streak or whatever color you happen to have. And I know there's more uses than just those. Those are just some. Your Halloween makeup, you know, any kind of thing that you may want to do. So right now, again, you see this basically in all of my videos, is Candlelight. Candlelight is probably the one tube that I use constantly every day, whether I am doing not putting on any makeup. It just lightens up these dark eyes, under my eyes, any blemishes I may have. I've got a lot of melasma and stuff along here. It's finally fading because summer's ending. I think it's getting better too. I used to get really bad melasma right here, just from pregnancy mask. And it comes up in the summer. So those are a few things that we're going to do. So I'm going to show you a few things. So Shadowsense, like I said, this is Candlelight, and this is my most used color. I use it, like I said, I'll cover up any the bluish or darkened areas. And most of the time I just use my fingers. You can use a brush, you can use blending, whatever you want to do. But most of the time I just pat because I want as much of the makeup to stay on. Sorry, I should probably move this a little bit closer so I don't look all funny. And it just lightens up that whole area. That's one way you can do it. Oh, I should probably say, the only thing I have on my face right now is dewy. I didn't even put on any silk primer or anything because I'm not doing anything tonight. This is typically my go-to. I might throw on a lip color or a gloss or something like that. I don't normally even have the dewy on. If my face is clear, like breakouts like it is right now, I I typically won't even put on foundation. So as far as let's show you some contouring. So one thing that you can do with it that a lot of people like, especially if you don't know much about contouring and you're like, oh, I don't have any of that stuff on hand, I'm not gonna buy any of that stuff because I don't normally do my makeup. What's nice about if you just get a couple tubes of these, you can use them for so many different things. And if you think, oh, I don't have stuff for contouring, if you've got eyeshadows, you can contour. And it just depends on what kind of look you want. We are going to do I'll show you just a little bit of, you can use Mocha Java just to give like a nice bronzing tone, and then go at it with some Garnet to really contour that out. Sorry, I'm just looking at what we want to do. But yeah, so just add like a bronzing tone, just add some right there, and you don't need that much. You don't need that much. But the one thing about this, so it's long-lasting wear, and it's waterproof and smudge-proof. And so, but definitely has like, I'd say 60 to 90 seconds of dry time because it's cream to powder. So it starts out nice and liquid, but once it dries, it's on there. And I get a lot of people that are like, well, how do you get it off? And I use, where is it? I use our Foops. It's basically like if you've got our lipsense, it's like our oops remover for lips, but it's only for our face. Get it? Foops. Oops, yep, for the face. I use that. It actually doesn't come with this little spray bottle top. I just stole this from one of my other products that I finished, cleaned it out, and cut the tubing. So it just depends. They're pretty universal caps, so I like this method better than otherwise. Just take a cotton ball, shake it up. So you shake it up to activate it. And then you can put it on your face, and like I said, all of this waterproof makeup will come off. But that's just kind of what I just did with that, just kind of bronze it up. And you can use this just for your contouring. It really just depends on how complected you are or how dramatic you want to go. If you saw my video yesterday, I used the Garnet, and this is very, very, you don't want, depending on how dramatic, but I only do one side of this because if it dries, like say I want to put it down here, why did I do that? You just want to rub it in pretty quickly because it will set. And if you want it blended, you want to get at it pretty fast, because otherwise you'll see that circle. I've had times where I'm like, oh, I didn't get to it fast enough. I can see that original dot that I didn't blend well enough. So you can contour like that. I've kind of found if I do Garnet up here, it's almost too dark, so I'll use Mocha Java up there. And it kind of also hides that melasma up there for me too. And it kind of, rather than making it look spotted dark up there, it kind of just blends all that in and hides it a bit. And right now I'm just using, Senegence has their own kind of brush line, and I really like this. It's very stiff, so this is my Real Techniques version that I have. I'm sure they have other versions of this too, but as far as the angled brush, I really like how stiff and short this is. So I use that for a lot of my more precision contouring. So I'm going to do that, contour that out again. Get at it decently fast. And again, this is Garnet. How many people, anybody watching, have Shadowsense? Give me a thumbs up or something, because it's pretty awesome. So just depending on what you want to contour, you can stay like that. The other great thing is you can highlight. So for highlighting, you have a few options. You can use, if you want a shimmery, you can use Sandstone Shimmer Pearl, which is a really light shimmery color. We also have just Sandstone Shimmer, or just, I'm sorry, just Sandstone Pearl with no shimmer. It just really depends on what kind of look you want. And I'm just going to dot it around here. Yep, Kim's got some. And again, you can use a brush. Try to find one. And you just kind of want to pat it in because you want to try to leave as much of that coverage there as you can. And so what's also nice about Shadowsense is that it has the Shield and Cineplex complex in it. So what that is, it's actually rejuvenating your skin while you're wearing it. The Cineplex complex is basically, it's an anti-aging formula that helps your cellular renewal, speed that up, so your skin cells are regenerating faster. I think, what is it? Kim, help me if you're on here. But I think it's 20, Candlelight stand for my under eye and highlight, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people use Candlelight and Snow because and there's certain times of the year that Candlelight is almost too dark. Once I get paler in the winter, Candlelight will be too dark for me. So I do like the option. I don't know, Kim, if you have, yeah, I think it's 23% faster. I know it was 23 or 25. I'm pretty sure it's 23. But I don't know, Kim, if you have just the Sandstone Pearl yet. For highlighting, I do like this. I don't think it conceals as much as Candlelight though. Candlelight's very nice in a solid opaque, but it's really nice for highlighting. And you can get just kind of some of those typical areas you want to highlight. I always like doing a band of highlight down here, right under where I just did that dark contouring, because it really just kind of then makes that contouring pop out and gives me that kind of a little bit more chisel. So it's really easy. So again, I'm just using our Shadowsense. It's just our eyeshadows. And so like I said, a lot of people say I don't have all those different shades to contour when they have other kinds of makeup. But you know, this is a pretty easy palette that you can do a lot with. And you don't even need the Sandstone. I just have it and I like it, and it's really nice to highlight with. The shimmer would be pretty as a highlight, right? Yes, the shimmer would be good right here. And for me, because that's why I don't really have the pearlizer yet, is because my face gets really oily. So I don't know if I'm just sensitive to the fact that if there's any shine on my face, like I feel like I need to dab it with a paper towel. And so whenever I see that pearlizer or anything like that, I'm like, oh, is it oily or what's going on? Because like there's some celebrity looks out there that I've seen that I'm like, her whole face, it's just glowing. And I realized that is, it was just a celebrity wife I saw. I'm like, what is going on? You are getting crazy with that pearlescent sheen. I'm like, there's a limit. It's nice for accenting, like the cheekbones or like up here, and I'll use that sometimes, especially if I'm wanting a more evening look. But yeah, there's some people that literally just slather their whole face in it. I might have to post a picture of it in my group. So we'll see. So that's a nice, easy contouring, just depending on what you kind of want to do. And then, of course, another use is eyeshadow. And there's a lot of different options there. Oh, let's do blush since we're doing that. I'm going to do, for a blush, I'm going to do Mullberry. Just because I like a rosy tint. And you could do, depending on your complexion, you could do Garnet, or not Garnet, you could do Garnet as a blush. You could mix it on a palette or some wax paper. It's Natural Glow Girl Embrace. I wish I had that. If you have more olivey complected skin, smoked topaz might be a really good option to mix with Candlelight and have some fun different colors, or mix with a color. But I'm going to do Mullberry. And this is another Shadowsense. Again, long lasting, waterproof, go for a run, still look great. Again, you do run the risk. Make sure you can move if you do both sides. Again, Mullberry Shadowsense. Just a nice little blush. Alright, so for my eyes, again, you have lots of different options depending on what look you like. I'm going to do you see me, maybe I should just stick with the original palette we got going on so I can be like, oh, we did all of this with just these two looks. Let's do a nice easy. So I'm going to use the same thing I used for highlight, the Sandstone Pearl. No shimmer. You could use a shimmer if you want. So a lot of different things you can do with this. And like I said, for this, it's not as opaque as Candlelight. So I'm gonna, remember how I said it kind of stays in place, it stays in place really fast. I kind of let this set a little bit just to give it a little bit more opacity if I want that really light look. Then I'm just gonna kind of go. Just kind of dab that to smooth it out. Okay. Again, that's the same color I just used to highlight these areas. That's a Sandstone Pearl, no shimmer. So again, I'm going to try to use some of these colors I've already used so I can tell you, okay, we did this whole face with just these 5 colors. But we have a whole array of colors between onyx and blacks and purples and pinks, and I wear pinks a lot. The smoked topaz is a gorgeous color. We have snow, which is just super white, just white shimmer. Lots of options. I'm probably still going to pull, no, maybe I'll just use Garnet for eyeliner. So I'm going to use this Mullberry that we just used to create a mid-tone, just to give some color variation. You could just use Mocha Java, just the two, a light and a dark. It just really depends on what look you want. But I like to add just a hint of another color when I'm trying to keep a simple day look, and I'm using this fluffy brush in the crease. Again, this is just a nice mid-tone, and you just blend it out. And it's nice because then that will pull in the cheek color I just did. I'm going to take Mocha Java. No shimmer. I get a lot of questions when I say no shimmer or shimmer on whether it's okay to mix a shimmer with a no shimmer in the same look, and go for it. I do it all the time. If you think it looks good and they all blend really nicely together, and it doesn't really matter. I mix shimmer with matte all the time. Then it's not also so hard, fast, whoa, lots of shimmer on your lids. But if you still want a pop of something special on your lids and not so neutral, but still want that neutral palette, you can add just a little shimmer in there. Just blending. I really like to get big, huge, fluffy to really blend it out. And then typically when I get to this point, I like to just brighten that up just a little bit more. And since I have used mattes, I'll just go ahead and use a sandstone. This is Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. And I'm just going to add a little bit of shimmer on those inner corners. I kind of come, I just watched a video. She's like, leave the inners of your eyes, I don't know. Keep them light and let the corners be the drama. Something like that. But I get a different brush. And I just kind of pull it around. And then if you want, again, you can highlight that brow bone. I think I'm going to do that after I do my brows though. Yeah. So then you can go in with, so those are obviously the eyeshadow. Fine. Back over with the wine to do my eyes. You know what? I'll work for wine. That's fine. But honestly, Amy, this whole face has been done with eyeshadow. So there's a lot of fun things you can do with it. So I'm going to take Garnet and do some eyeliner. So that's the other great thing. You've got waterproof eyeliner. This is like 2 nights in a row that I've put on really pretty makeup and had nowhere to go. But it's nice because it's experimenting, so I don't waste time when I actually do go out. So I always kind of draw my wing first. And again, I'm just using Garnet. You can use Onyx, which is our black. I use that a lot. This is our black Shadowsense Onyx. You'll see me use this a lot. And then I just connect this, the middle of my eye, to that point. And this is just a brown look. So I'm just, you can either do it off the wand, or I had scraped some off into here because I got too much that first time. Okay, so then I'll go in and get my inner corners. Again, love the eyes. By the way, I found a new hack for getting winged eyeliner. Use a bobby pin. See, another Senegence, the one I always post with the like super light blonde hair. She's really skinny. She did the bobby pin hack, and I don't know, sometimes when I use those extra tools I end up just messing it up even more. I'm getting better, and I think it takes practice. I'm not good at things when I add in another tool. I'm not good at controlling things. So like, it takes me a little bit of practice. I'm afraid with the bobby pin thing, I'd be holding something. I get what they're doing, but I'm decently enough with painting and art that I should be able to get this without having to have a pre-done outline. I should be able to make a wing. My problem is getting it to look the same on both sides. I did some really awesome makeup on Saturday, but I just can't figure it. But one of my eyeliners had just a little hump in it that made my eye go up a little bit further, and it bugged me so much that I didn't post any pictures. Because I couldn't stand how it ended up looking. Sometimes with the Garnet, I go back through and I just darken it up just a little bit, because if you get too much on your brush, it can hollow out some of the line. There we go, hold on. Again, just make it however you want. I really shouldn't be that picky right now. Because I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter. If you want to bring it on down to your bottom lid, and then kind of smudge it out a little bit, you can. Again, it's whatever you want to do. You can put it on your inner lid, or you can put it on, or outline the bottom. And just take a little brush and smudge it. Okay, so there's some eyeliner. I'm just taking a spoolie right now. You can use whatever you want. If you have a eyebrow brush, you can use that. Spoolies are pretty effective. But basically you're just brushing up to see where some of your empty spots are. I just started using the Lash Extend because I have a little bald spot right in there, and I'm trying to fill that in and see if it actually grows. So for brows, it really depends on what kind of color you want, what kind of hair color you have. I usually use Mocha Java, but a lot of people use Garnet. Some people, if you have darker, they can mix in some onyx. If you have black hair, you can mix in some black, mix in some onyx. But for right now, I'm just going to use Mocha Java. And just going to take a nice little angled brush. You can use a line brush. You can use whatever you want. And just kind of... I usually, honestly, I don't do much. I might fill in that little bald spot on the other side, but I'm just kind of doing this for your guys' sake. I'm not big into the super structured eyebrows. I like the more natural look, and luckily I have a decent amount of hair, contrary to how I treated my eyebrows in college and high school, but I was pretty brutal in college. I told my daughter that we should do a tutorial where she does my makeup. She's sitting in front of me right now. What color of lipstick? What color would you use for your lips? Mine. If you were to do my makeup. Berry, oh gosh. You would put berry on me? Do you think you could do that?
Maybe.
You know what? Kim, if you're watching, I saw somebody did like almost like a guest appearance on a live video. Like, is there a way I can invite you to be like a little corner up here? I saw that on another live video, and I thought, I wonder if I could dial up Kim sometime. She could just join in, so it doesn't seem like I'm so alone. Okay, so yeah, so easy brows. You can brush back through them, see if you've missed anything. I just filled in that spot just a little bit. Smoothed it out. But yeah, those are brows. You can do brows with your eyeshadow. So what else can we do? We've done eyeshadow, we've done eyeliner, we've done concealer, we've done brows, we've done blush, we've done contouring, we've done highlighting. We can do lip color. Alright, so the secret to using your eyeshadow as lip color is, yes, it's dual broadcast, but it's not showing up as an option. It shows on the viewers on the side. Well, are you just listening? Because it's not showing you as a viewer. Start actively watching. So there's settings in the group. I wonder if I change the settings in the group. You think, like, I have to make it public? So, just a little hint. If I make a closed group, it's probably because there's going to be a deal, and I don't want to publicly do it. I'm watching. Let me log out and come back in. Okay. And I'll try to see if I can add you. And manage the group. Yeah, because right now, even though you were watching, it didn't show you as a watcher. Alright, so the secret to lipsense. Ooh, there you are. Now let's see if I can invite to broadcast. She's probably like, I was not prepared to be viewed right now. Oh, there she is.
Hey.
So, like, how's it showing up on the computer?
Your half of your face is cut off right now. You need to move to your right. Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Ah, there you are.
I wish I would have known. I would have like attempted something.
Well, that's a lot of fun.
Yes, it's fun.
Okay, so what we're going to do is your daughter's going to do your makeup, and I'll have mine do mine at the same time.
Oh, God. Your daughter's probably way better than mine.
What?
I said your daughter's probably way better at than mine.
She just said probably. All right. No, you get out. You get out.
Yeah, see, and it's weird because I've watched live videos before, and it always shows up like right next to the thumbs up button that I can request to do a dual broadcast. It doesn't show up on this side.
It's probably something with my settings.
Yeah, which is fine as long as you can do it and see it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, I'm going to exit out of you, but good experiment. All right, we'll see you.
See ya.
All right, well, now we know. I'm just going to start inviting. I see you, viewers. I'm just going to click. Talk to me. All right. Let's get back to Shadowsense on your lips. All right, so you can do any Shadowsense color on your lips. The key is, and what I found for longevity, if you want it to perform like lipsense where it doesn't move, you have to do a base layer of the Shadowsense or of lipsense. And you can use any color, but if I want the true color of, say the Mullberry, or say if I want purple lips, I'm going to use Icicle. Icicle, like I said, is a discontinued color. I've got some in stock though. It's very useful. It lightens other colors of lipsense. If you have a deep shade but want just a little bit lighter version, use this as one of the layers. Sorry, oh, you're fine. So you can use that as your base layer. I do that, or if you have bombshell, say you have one of our lighter colors, and you want to deepen it, throw some mocha java on it. The Shadowsense works great as a color. When I wore the smoked topaz the other day, it stayed on great, just like the lipsense. But I think it's because I did it sandwiched in between these, and you don't really need the 3 layers of it because it'll go on just as rich of a color on that first layer. So this is Icicle. It's just a completely clear lipsense. Still get your waterline good, because it's going to be protecting. It's doing that molecular bonding. You're basically, oh, the one thing I noticed is that the lipsense came off down here because I must not have gotten it very good. The Shadowsense came off down there. So make sure if you're using a clear lipsense, you can't really see where you put it. All right, what color should we do? Dun, dun, dun. Let's do. Any ideas? I want to do something that would show up. Could do Mullberry to kind of tie in with a blush and that. So you can get a whole look. Let's just see what that looks like. Probably just look like a regular lip color. Ooh. Oh, there. That's pretty. See how thick it is immediately on it? Okay, you gotta let it dry. It is probably going to take a little bit longer to dry because it doesn't have that alcohol in it. Really pretty matte. Yeah, layer those on lips like lip colors. What do you mean? Like put another Shadowsense on top of it? You could. Especially if you want to go kind of ombre-ish. You definitely could. Yeah, it's on there. What do I do with mocha java? I don't know if I want to ombre it or not. It's just got such that pretty popular matte right now. Okay, so then I'm going to seal it in with another layer of Icicle. But yeah, you can, I believe, well, yeah, you can layer colors, because if you watch my army video, I layered sandstone shimmer with it. Again, make sure you seal it in. And you probably, like I said, I'll wait a little longer because I'm seeing a little bit on my Icicle applicator. Seal it in real good, make sure you don't miss a spot. And you can use any color with that. If you wanted to put bombshell on top of that, you could. But then you're going to still seal it in with a gloss. I thought I had my matte gloss down here right here. I apparently don't. Typically, I always have a matte in here. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it with a glossy gloss. I guess you could. But yeah, I like the matte look of this. So I would normally use a matte, but all I got with me is glossy, which is fine. It'll still have, it'll soak in about 30 minutes and have that matte sheen anyway. It does. It really does. I'm wondering if, so I have a hard time with our light matte lipsense colors, and I wonder if that's not a good alternative for those that those colors dry funky on you. This might be a good option. Alright, but yeah, that's a gorgeous color. And so it's nice because it kind of ties in that little bit of mulberry I put up here and the mulberry I put on my lips. And you can seal it in with a finishing powder, like your whole face, not the lips. But you can seal it in with a finishing powder to tie it all together. I'm not doing that because I'm about to go to bed. But so the other thing that's kind of fun is you can put colors in your hair. I didn't bring your... Hey, could you go get a comb for me? My minion. She's gonna go get him. Video quality still great. Good. Thanks. Thanks for the update. So one kind of thing that's fun is you can kind of do something fun for a night out. If you've got gray, you can touch up your roots. But like something as simple as give yourself some pastels in there. Probably need to do more to let it show up for you guys, but yeah, she's gonna go get me some of that. And you can be a little bit more precise with this. I see ya. Again, just a little fun option. You can be a little bit more technical with it. But you can go all the way up, whatever you want to do. Blend it in. You can obviously weave it in. This is just a demo. So it can show up for you. But yeah, you can add a little bit of color. So yeah. Ooh, is that fun? Just another little fun option to add to your looks. I could add mulberry in my hair and then just get all fun and crazy with it, huh? But I've seen people, you know, add mocha java to their roots, cover up that gray. Good crazy hair day, yeah. So, like I said, let's go ahead and tie mulberry in. We're just getting crazy. I did grab mulberry, right? Yeah. Again, just match the lips, match the eyes, match the blush. Look at that. Yep, it all matches. Woo! That's fun. Sorry. Just something fun to do. You can touch up your roots with some mocha java. Fun stuff. Okay, so again, we've used Shadowsense for eyeshadow, eyeliner, concealer, brows, blush, contouring, highlighting, lip color, hair color. It's a cream to powder formula. It's got the Seneplex in it, so it's anti-aging. It's good for your skin. And then it's also got the Shield, so it's also protecting your skin from the sun. It's long-lasting, waterproof. Go for a run, swim, whatever you want to do. Your brows are going to stay on. Your eyes are going to stay on. Your lips are going to stay on. Again, like I said, gorgeous color. You can use this. You don't have to use Icicle. You can use it with any color. It's just going to alter the color a little bit to sway towards whatever color you're using. But that's all I had, and it's been a good test for the new router, and I'm glad that everything stayed clear. And well, that's all I got. So hope you have a great night, great rest of your week, and I will talk to you guys later. We'll see ya. Bye.